Most relationships begin in the honeymoon phase. Many are blessed with children who become the love of their lives. Sadly, many relationships end in separation or divorce, leaving the children alienated from one parent, exposing the family to separation or divorce costs in excess of $20,000 per person for uncontested custody arrangements, and more than $100,000 per person for contested divorces when adversarial lawyers are involved. Money which could be spent on the child or children, but instead, parents end up paying tens of thousands of dollars for lawyers who charge by the minute. This isn't the only option. It doesn't have to be this way. Many US states, all of Scandinavia, and many other countries around the world have adopted equal shared parenting, with 21 more US states applying to change the legislation this year. Sadly, Canada has fallen behind. Despite having tripartisan support from Liberals, Conservatives, and the New Democratic Party, and overwhelming majority support from both Canadian women and Canadian men. Despite massive support nationwide, a small special interest group, with only 37,000 members, protested the legislation before the Minister of Justice, who was a former lawyer. They were trying to kill the Equal Shared Parenting Bill, and despite overwhelming support from both politicians and the Canadian public, the Minister of Justice was a spineless little bitch and yielded to the minority special interest group against the wishes of Canadian voters. The special interest group was successful, and the Equal Shared Parenting Bill died in Parliament. The special interest group was the Family Lawyers Association. These lawyers were trying to protect their $10.5 billion per year industry that was making them all very wealthy at the expense of Canadian families. Lawyers will always tell you that you're fighting for the best interest of the children. They don't tell you whose children they are talking about as they empty your bank accounts and run up your credit cards. Equal shared parenting means equal time with both parents, less adversarial conflict affecting the children, no lawyers' fees or court fees, no parental or child alienation, no child support payments. And it means you pay for your own child's education, not your lawyer's vacation. When both parents have equal responsibility for the time with their kids, then both parents have equal time away from their children to build their careers or invest in advanced education and side hustles to financially benefit their children. Both parents have more time to live and time to meet new partners, and ESP means you financially support your own child, not your lawyer's child. When parents equally share time with a co-parent, this frees up time and money for both mom and dad and allows them to be happy, healthy, and present for their kids. Children who remain in contact with both parents have better mental health, far less risk of substance abuse, far lower risk of incarceration, and a greatly decreased risk of adolescent suicide. Children who grow up in single-parent homes with an alienated mother or father have a higher risk of clinical depression and anxiety, a higher risk of alcohol and substance abuse, and deliberate self-harm, a higher risk of suicidal thoughts and suicide attempts, a higher risk of premature sexual activity, and a higher risk of academic underachievement. Equal shared parenting keeps money in your pocket and takes lawyers out of the picture, because there is hardly anything more stupid or dangerous than putting important decisions in the hands of lawyers, judges, and politicians who don't have to pay a price for being wrong.